Pray 5 times a day, we give in charity. We fast in Ramadan, Hajj is our pilgrimage. We say there's no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his final messenger. The ones on thee know it's a sacrifice, but it's a small price to pay for all the rewards we'll get from Allah. Inshallah. They wanna know about Islam, we'll give them Dawah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. Welcome to Salam Studios. Today we're on the set, The House, where you feel at home. I've got two honourable guests here. May Allah bless them, inshallah. I've got brother Haidar.
Assalamu alaikum.
And I've got brother Naeem.
Assalamu alaikum.
So as you guys know, if you're new to the house, I'm sure you're new to the house, yeah? Okay, so this house is more relaxed, it's more chill, it's more for our youngsters, inshallah.
Yeah, I feel like I live here, man.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, that's good. That's exactly the feeling we want, inshallah. So, and also we want to add on to that drinks. Any drinks?
Please, Barbican, please.
Barbican near you?
It's my drink, so.
Guess what? We have that drink. Yes, here we go. So, that's yours.
Thank you very much.
Inshallah, and that's yours, yeah?
Shukran.
And when you're drinking, please, the guests don't want to hear all. Yeah, okay, so make
Well,
sure.
like this.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I paid for it, so.
Exactly. Okay, you don't need to get personal now. Okay. So, guys, what we're going to do today is, inshallah, we've got really good guests here, inshallah, alhamdulillah. So, what we're going to do is, they're youngsters, specifically I brought them as well, is because they're youngsters. How old are you?
25.
Okay, you're not that youngster, but inshallah, you're under that age range. How old are you, Naeem?
I'm 20.
Okay, perfect age, yeah? And you as well, okay? So today's topic is how men fall in love, but the wrong way. Now, when I say this to you, what comes to your mind? When I say to you, okay, this is today's topic, how men fall in love the wrong way, what comes to your mind?
Like I said before, like the first thing that comes to my mind is like illicit relationship with a person,
Okay.
man and woman. Like it's something that you probably usually see, especially living in nowadays, which usually happens as well.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that popped into my head anyway.
Okay.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah,
With
same. Falling into haram relationships and meeting someone in a way that Islam doesn't permit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, how about if I told you it's in a different way? So, for example, we know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran that we should tell the believing men and the women to lower their gazes, yeah? So now, obviously, we live in a society where women can dress up how they like, same with men as well, and falling in love the wrong way, the reason I mentioned this verse is because it kind of connects to it. There's a part to play on both parts, yeah, be it the men and the women, yeah? Okay, we are told to lower our gaze. Allah doesn't tell us to lower our gaze just because women are dressed inappropriately.
Yeah.
You should lower your gaze by default.
Yeah.
Because there's a big misconception out there that, because you men are, perverts or whatever, that's why women are told to dress. No. Besides how a woman dresses, even if she dresses inappropriate or appropriate, we are told to lower our gaze by default. So that's a misconception that we kind of debunk there. But the question here is this. A lot of females, a lot of sisters, be it Muslim or non-Muslim, yeah, they are entrapped and actually, I would call shackles, the shackles of society where you are told to dress a certain way, look a certain way, wear a certain lipstick, whatever. And this is for men as well, it's for both parties. So now what we want to understand is the psychology of a man, how he falls in love in the wrong way. Now, a lot of the times, a lot of sisters might think, you know what, I need to look a certain way or dress like this, or females in general. This is for everyone, actually. It's not just for Muslim females as well. And they believe that dressing up, and this is a phenomenon that's happening now, that the less clothes you have, they use this phrase, less is best, yeah? The less clothes that you have, the more attraction you're going to get.
Yeah.
But what they're failing to understand is, from my perspective, is that wearing less clothes, you're going to get attention by default. Because Allah tells us in the Quran, and the Prophet said, the biggest thing that I fear from my ummah is women. Now, this does not mean women are evil. What this means is that we have a weakness.
Yeah.
So, for example, a woman might have a weakness towards shopping, bags, yeah? It doesn't mean the bag is evil. It just means it's just your weakness. So when I say this, I just want to clarify. I'm not saying women are some evil creatures when I say that, yeah? So we know by nature, a man's weakness is a woman.
Yeah.
So now, when a woman dresses up in a certain manner, she believes, for example, that she's going to get attention.
Yeah.
Is that the right attention? Because men can fall in love the wrong way. And that's why a lot of women get heartbroken and they think to themselves, you know what? I thought he loved me. Like, I thought he really, and then she's used and abused
true, that's
and
true.
then left.
Yeah.
What is the factor? Like, if your sister's watching this or a female's watching this,
Yeah.
as a male,
Yeah.
as a male,
Yeah.
what's going wrong?
Like, to think about it like this is that going back to like going back to like, the young mentality. That usually when I was with my mates and stuff like that as well, and I'm gonna say as it is.
Yeah.
If you see a painting, which is what they go
They-
with,
they
if you see
call
a
the
paint,
term.
that's
They
the
call the
term,
term.
innit? If you see a painting,
It sounds like a penguin, by the way. Is it?
Exactly,
It's my
exactly.
penguin. Yeah? Okay.
no, penguin just means like good-looking person,
Okay.
beautiful
Okay.
woman,
Back in my day, they would say buff.
buff. Buff.
Yeah.
Nowadays, like
Yeah. Or buffalo.
you're peng. But it's like
Buffalo.
it's the fact that
Buffalo.
if you see someone like that, if you see someone like that, that's just what attracts them, man. Obviously, like you said,
Yeah.
women for us is a fitna, and
Yes.
it's for us is that we naturally attract
Yes.
attract a woman, and it's obviously our obligation to lower our gaze.
Yeah.
That's what a woman to do. But for if a woman is dressed up in a certain way, and there's a lot of people have fallen into this as well. Especially a lot of men have fallen into this as well.
Yeah.
Is that what ends up happening is that when you see someone that's very attractive, what the main thing, and I know this is there's a lot of people out there. I have friends. I used to have friends.
Yeah.
That had the same mentality.
Yeah, same,
All they
same,
were
same.
looking for is to get with this person.
Yes.
Don't care about their feelings or anything like that.
Yeah.
And they just want to, if you know what I mean,
Just dinner.
just have exactly. It's
Zina.
just to commit adultery, basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
Zina.
Zina.
Adultery,
It's
if
more
they're
than
married.
that.
Yeah.
It's more than
Married.
that.
Yeah, but it happens for married men. Adultery and for is it Zina? Yeah.
It's
yeah, okay. Then in Zina, there's like they just want to go into something out of lust,
And some-
basically.
Exactly.
Some people might just see that woman as an object.
There you go.
Like having a nice car, and you want to show off your nice car to everyone,
Yeah.
just to make them think that you have something good.
So who's at fault here? If we would say, okay, is it the females that dress up like this? Is it the males' mentality? Like, what is it? Because the thing is, I truly believe, this is something that is forgotten, and we really need to emphasize on this issue, As Muslim men ourselves, with what we believe, even if a woman's, because this was the mentality of my friends, So back in the days, before I came to Islam, if she's dressed up like that or she looks like that, she deserves it. I'm going to use her, brother. Look. As a Muslim, okay, non-Muslim, or even if you're a Muslim and you've got the wrong mentality, as a Muslim, even if she doesn't respect herself, who told you that you need to treat her? No, you should do the right thing, you know. And there's a lot of brothers I know, alhamdulillah, that if they did come across something like this where let's say I've heard this experience where they go to a marriage meeting or whatever, and the person, and obviously the right way to go about with the wali, right?
Yeah.
But because they're meeting, for example, and he senses something from the female that she's after something else, he would tell me. One brother said to me, he said, even though I sensed that like she was kind of going that, and I felt a bit awkward, I had to tell her, my sister, like, I'm not here for that. And that's how it needs to be, not the opposite way. Okay, nice. You know what? Sorry for saying this. She's asking for it. I'm gonna go and no. You should be the better person. You should fear Allah and say, you know what?
Exactly.
And this can actually change your mentality and say, you know what? I was up for it, and this brother actually honored me and respected me and corrected me instead of this other mentality of, nah, if she's gonna be like, I'm gonna. No, you don't do that. You know.
true.
That's
But-
going on to
but-
that. It's like it's saying when a man and woman are together and by themselves, the first person is
Exactly. The
shaitan.
Prophet ﷺ clearly said that.
Exactly.
You know. But
The Quran clearly says that we should be forbidding evil and doing good.
you're good for
And
evil.
we should be forbidding that evil by doing something good in its place.
Yes.
So if you do see a sister and you're attracted to her,
Yeah.
you shouldn't demonize her into an object. You should see that as an opportunity for you to do something good by advising her.
Of course, no, that's definitely true. So, what I'm trying to come at is that our psychology, because there's a lot of sisters watching that females, they would want to understand our psychology.
Yeah.
If we see a film that's the number one first, we should be lowering our gaze anyways.
Yeah.
But in general, for men who don't, is that the reason they fall in love the wrong way, our sisters or females that are watching, is the fact that our weakness is like, as a female, So obviously when you're dressed up in an appropriate way, that increases the desires, okay, because it's been rubbed in your face, and I'm not going to give the example of a cheeseburger and equate women as they're not burgers. Yeah, I'm not saying that. Yeah, the reason I'm saying it is because if somebody has inclination or if someone likes eating something, yeah, if it's always rubbed in your face and made look attractive, it just enhances those desires. Yeah, and I'm not saying once again, women are. I don't. You know that example of lollipop? I really hate it. Yeah, I'm not using that. I'm just trying to.
The chocolate one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not trying to give that example. But what it is our dear female viewers is that what happens is. A man's desires, he has a desire problem, okay? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us ways to tame that, yeah? But however, living in a society when a lot of females are dressed up in an inappropriate way, what happens is men tend to fall in love the wrong way. So what they do is they would, when they're speaking to you, let's say I'm speaking, let's say I'm a bad Muslim, let's say I'm a Muslim, I'm a bad Muslim, I don't know my gays, etc. When I'm speaking to you and you're dressed in an inappropriate way, automatically in my head, yeah, I'm not even in my head. It's a man's. Trust me, yeah. They think it's like bipolar, yeah? So now he's thinking the wrong way because now he can see whatever it may be, yeah. And now his desires are flaming up, and he's thinking, I want to commit.
It's physiology, isn't it?
Yes.
It's the way you're.
So what happens is though, this is the crux of the matter. This is where the females get that attention and think, oh, he likes me. He does like you. He definitely does like you. But what does he like you for? This is a really important point here. Does he like you for you, or does he like you for something else? Yeah. So this is where men fall in love the wrong way. Yeah. So there was a statement that I saw. It was a post that made by someone saying that we lower our gaze not because you are not beautiful, but we don't want to fall in love the wrong way. Now, yeah. So the thing is, this is why, Allah, look at the hikmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why Allah, when Allah reveals something, to lower your gaze, and what is a reminder to all of us, you know, we should increase in doing that, inshallah, as well. And it's really hard. But our dear sisters, what you need to understand is that when you look a certain way or dress a certain way, you're going to get attention, but it's the wrong form of attention. And men will end up falling in love, I'll call it lust, the wrong way. And because they've come to you and want to be with you for the wrong reasons, when they find someone better looking, with what you have to offer, they're going to fall in love with that person the wrong way, and the cycle is going to continue. You know?
May Allah protect our sisters from that.
I mean, but the issue is they also need to protect themselves.
True.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And the same with the men. I'm not here coming and saying females are the only to blame. No. Because it goes back to what I said before. We are taught to lower our gaze, not based on how they're dressed. This is very crucial. This is very important, yeah? Because I don't want to be, some YouTubers, you dressed up like this, you deserve it. No. What are you talking about? Allah didn't. Did you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. So do you know what? Every time you lower your gaze, it's obviously a benefit to you because obviously whenever you lower your gaze, there is a reason behind it.
Yes.
You always think to yourself like, because obviously you can sit there and just be like, damn. But no. So I mean, you can sit there and do that, but then afterwards, when you think about it and you think about why I'm lowering my gaze, the reason behind why I'm lowering my gaze is to help you increase taqwa.
Yes.
The understand and to know, look, I'm doing this because Allah has commanded me to lower my gaze. Yeah. He said to me to do this, and if you don't fear Allah, then that says something about you.
And yeah, go on.
It's much harder to lower your gaze when someone's beautified themselves. Makes it much harder to do that.
Yes, but it then comes down. It's going to be hard, but there's no excuse. That's a reminder to me, everyone first. Yeah. That's do you get what I'm trying to say? That's what Allah says. Wala taqrabu zina. Yeah. Don't even come close to zina. Yeah. Now, some people think to themselves, that means I can kiss, I can touch, I can hug, I can do this, but as long as I don't commit sexual intercourse. No. What that means is, brother, if zina is there, you don't go, okay, I'll go. No, you go round the other side of the block. It literally, look, if this is there, you don't say, okay, I'll go around it. This is, because what Allah says is like a magnetic field. And this is very profound that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is the only sin where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, don't even go near it. Yeah. And that's quite profound. Yeah. So what that means is, brother, there's people, that means it can start with a gaze. Believe me, because and this is a very profound statement as well, the heart doesn't desire what the eyes don't see. This is quite profound. You're not going to desire something that you're not looking at. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So if you never, for example, tasted a strawberry, yeah? You're not going to have a desire because you've never come across it. You don't know what it is. But once you taste it, yeah, and once again, I'm not saying women are strawberries, okay? I'm not saying men are pears or whatever, yeah? The fact is, I'm talking about our inner desires, yeah? But once you taste Strawberry, then you're gonna be like, wow, I want again and again and again. And once you're bored with strawberry, do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So the issue here is it's really important for us to lower our gaze because it's the key to the heart. Because that's where, if you don't lower your gaze, trust me, people fall into zina.
Yeah.
Believe me, you might say, what? Just by looking, brother. Because it's that one look that's going to lead to another, and now it's a constant thing of, and this is a reminder to myself first. Wallahi, it's a reminder to all of us. We're not here acting like we're superhumans, we're perfect. But this is what happens, you know.
Yeah.
How that you've been quiet, you know. This is not a show for you to come and just drink your, what is it called,
It's kind of
barbecue.
a-
You need to, you know, you gotta bring some, you know, your young handle, you're 25.
But it's enjoying, man. It's at home, innit?
Yeah,
It's
you
at
can put it
home.
on here, you can put it on here.
Non-alcoholic.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Yeah, that's why brothers and sisters assume the best in us, inshallah.
No, I've been listening to what you've been saying, and it's true. Like, no one's ever gone up to someone and had zina without looking at them.
Yeah, well, that's very true.
Simply put,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
there's always an interaction, and it builds
Exactly.
off that.
That's quite profound.
SubhanAllah.
Exactly.
I think adding on to that is that, you know, because we live in Britain, yeah, we live in a non-Muslim country.
Yeah.
Zina, there's fitna all around us.
Yes.
Yeah, and obviously, like you said, it's our obligation. We have to look down. We have to lower our gaze.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, as there is, you get shaitan, the whispering in your ear,
Yes,
and it can become difficult. And
Yes.
not only is it like it's out there, because you can stay at home your whole life innit, and not see anyone.
Yeah.
But then you have your television,
Yes.
then you have your phone,
And the banners.
then
and
you
the
have your
posters,
laptop. Exactly.
Your phone, everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you have social media now as well, and you come around discussing things and everything,
Yes, true,
whatever
it's
you
true,
can.
it's true,
Like
it's
this is
Everywhere,
the
yeah,
reality
it's
you
true.
live in.
Yeah.
So it's difficult. It is difficult. I have
Yeah.
brothers at the moment that are struggling at the moment.
Yeah.
Because and I have a lot of brothers coming into Islam. Yeah, that are struggling at the moment because obviously they're leaving that life
Yeah,
to
smart.
join our life, to join the life of a Muslim.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's difficult, and living in this country makes it difficult as well. But alhamdulillah as we grow as people, as we increase ourselves in taqwa and understand why we do this,
Yes.
why we have to do this, yeah, and why we have to lower our gaze.
Yeah.
Inshallah, Allah makes it easier for us.
Yeah.
Allah makes it easier for us. But alhamdulillah, when it comes to this kind of topic and it comes to this kind of stuff, do you know when you come to the first question, like the question before, we talking about the blame, who's to blame?
Yeah.
I feel like obviously brothers and sisters they have blame in both parts. Yeah, but like sisters and I'm not saying like go dread the whole niqab and stuff like that. I'm not saying that.
There's nothing wrong with it, but yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong. No.
yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not enforcing on them.
Yeah, of course.
But the thing is that I feel like sisters need to understand that, look, if you are dressed in a certain way, a man is gonna look, yeah, and not he's gonna look because it's a weakness for him.
Yes.
Yeah, he will look because it's a weakness for him.
Yeah.
So that will happen.
Yeah.
And obviously, then for the man, it's like you have to look down. You have to look down. You shouldn't be looking at stuff that you shouldn't be looking at.
Exactly.
But then again, then it comes to third blame. I think the biggest blame that we have at the moment is what society teaches us. Yeah, and it's how women online and have been so sexualized.
Yes.
Yeah, they've been so sexualized that, and this is what happens is that once when they've been making it so sexualized, putting half naked women online, putting ads and putting promotional videos.
Yeah.
Now you see it more and more and more and more and more.
Makes
And
you desensitized.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what happens. And what happens is that and you know what, like women want the skinny bodies and they want all these different features.
Bro. The industry is
Exactly, and exactly they want these specific features
You know,
and
the
stuff.
Prophet ﷺ said there'll be a movement to corrupt women. So we see these things going on. Like people are telling women, you have to look like this. You have to be that kind of way. You have to wear this.
It makes
makeup.
them insecure.
You said the Prophet said that. Where did he say that?
I can't remember the source.
Okay, but it's I feel just as a reminder to me myself as well. Sometimes I fall into this as well. Just I say that if just because if the Prophet didn't say something, like it's actually I fall into this a lot. Yeah, it's just a reminder because we don't want other people to as well. Inshallah, if you know the source exactly, inshallah, do mention it. But if you can remember it, Haidar, we can put it at the text below after the show. Yeah, but if you can, it'd be good. Yeah, but if not, we should be very careful, brothers and sisters, not to ascribe anything to the Prophet unless we're certain of it. So and also one thing that's really important is that we do have sisters who wear the clothing, like they cover themselves. But I'll be honest, some of them, they wear it tight. And some of them do it on purpose. So the question that you need to ask yourself is, why are you doing that? Yeah. And there's some who maybe they can't help it. Yeah. They're just like that. Yeah. But the issue is that some actually do it on purpose. Yeah. And sisters, this is a reminder to all of us, is that you doing that, you're sinning. Because if you're doing that with the intention so that men can look at you, which then they're going to end up falling in love the wrong way and give you false promises and hurt you and leave. If you're doing that, you're sinning. You're sinning. Every person that they should be lowering their gaze, but there's a lot of men out there, there's Muslim and non-Muslim, and there's Muslims that, you know, they don't follow it.
Yeah.
You're falling in sin. You're falling in sin to attracting towards them. And not only that, you're going to make them fall in love with you the wrong way and give you false promises. I'll repeat it again. And you're the one that's going to be hurt. So let a man, and that's why one thing that I really like about the whole point of the hijab and is that you're covered everywhere. So when you're talking, let's say, you can talk to females, by the way. This is like out of, if you need to, yeah? Because there's this whole thing of, oh, women are robots, and when you see them, you hide behind them. You know, in Westwood, you have to be careful. This notion, no. At the time of the Sahaba, for example, women that would be involved in trade, they would haggle. And no, they would have to take the niqab off so the person knows who's buying it from.
Even some women are involved in battle, like Nusayba.
Exactly, there you go. There's a lot of examples. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, so what I was saying is the fact about the hijab, for example, is that if you're speaking to a sister, she's covered.
Yeah.
You don't see nothing but her face. So you treat her, you should treat every woman, no matter how they dress. I'm just trying to make like maybe the wisdom behind what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. She's covered. You can't see her chest, whatever. So now as a human, this is how everyone should be anyway, but you speak to the face. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And this is really important because the recent scientific study that was done, where they showed women in bikinis, a part of the brain that lit up for tool use. It was lit up. It was lit up.
Yeah.
So he saw the woman as objects. He did not see them as humans. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So now, just to make it very clear, we're not saying that you just treat and respect women that are hijab. I'm just trying to say maybe the wisdom behind why that is because once they're covered up fully, you're only seeing the face. Yeah. So your desires are not going to be. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And you're talking to her, and even if obviously people can argue and say, okay, well, if it's a really attractive looking woman, etc. And then the scholar said, you know, if you're in that case, we're in a niqab. But anyway, that's it. Brothers and sisters, thank you for watching. From the house, it was interesting. Hopefully you understand and inshallah benefit from this video, inshallah, brothers and sisters. And inshallah, for both males and females, Allah subhanahu has ordered you to be modest, you know, and let's keep that in mind. And inshallah, so you don't fall in the trap of a man falling in love the wrong way and maybe hurting you. May Allah bless you guys. Assalamu alaikum. Till next time, if there's any specific topic you want us to cover, comment in the section below. Share this with your friends and family. Assalamu alaikum.
Islam, guys.
Well,
No.